Okay, guys, so when an army is marching, what time do they set off? What time do they make camp? And how do they actually march? We're going to go through it. So we're working from the Book of Samurai, Samurai Arms, Armour and the Tactics of Warfare. And we're going in our Natoryu blank workbooks. Okie dokie, right, so this is what we've got. I'll explain this in a minute. So first of all, the army start to march at the hour of the hare or the rabbit, hare or rabbit. So that is 5 till 7 a.m. So let's call it 6 a.m. So they get up probably about 4:30, de-rig their mini tents, pack their horses, and then off they go. So, and then they actually stop at about 2. So it's the hour of the ram, which is 1 till 3 p.m. and that's, let's call it 2 o'clock. So it's actually 8 hours of marching from 6 a.m. till 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. or from 5 a.m. till 1 p.m. They say, you know, you might do 7 hours, you might do 9, you might do 8, but that's an average of what you're doing. Now, of course, you might think, oh, stopping by 2 in the afternoon is quite thing, but you've got to set up camp, you got ready and get in bed. And remember, it might take them an hour to de-rig their camp, just because remember they're only making makeshift tents, and it's probably campaign season, which means it's probably warm. So off they go. You know, people do fight in the snow, but a lot of campaigns are done in the sort of warmer times because it's just too bloody cold. People stop fighting in winter because it's too bloody cold, and then you don't have to heat your army. But basically, what we're finding here is 8 hours of marching. Yep. And then you'll probably have about 8 hours of sleeping, which leaves you to 16, and 8 hours of prep and downtime. So you're looking at about, say, 2 hours prep in the morning, 2 hours prep in the evening, you know, overall on maximum. So you're probably on your day, you got a couple of 2 or 3 hours to just sit down at night. But most people will be knackered after marching for 8 hours a day and de-rigging for 2 or 3 hours and then eating by the time you're at that. And you might have been in combat, you're weary. That's by the time these people get to war, they're like, oh, you know. So there's also another thing. Every 5 let's just call it every 5 units of distance. Let's call it every 5 miles. It's not, but you know, just for ease of thingy, you should search around for 2 so 2 miles. So what you do is you march 5 miles, you search for 2 with the scouts and one of the leaders, and you march for another 5 miles, you search for 2. But what you find is this army is trailing all the way back. So the people at the front go and search, and you already have scouts way ahead of you who are looking for camping points. So they'll go, and their construction camp people set up, they put their flags in the ground, say, right, all this unit here, that unit there, this unit there, and if they don't come back, they're dead. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff going on just to get a samurai army on to walk.